Fox 61, Connecticut's news station, starts with a weather impact alert.
Well, now at 6, we're in a weather impact alert tracking thunderstorms across the state. Litchfield just got their dose, and the rest of the state will be drenched in rain in the next few hours. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Jamel Johnson.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. It's a good night to curl up on the couch, kind of wait it out, watch a movie, especially certain parts of the state. Tonight's weather is quickly changing for us. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with everything we need to know. So this thing right now, Rachel, is just kind of lingering up in the northwest corner.
Absolutely. This is a really slow moving line of thunderstorms. So if you are in it, you are in it for a while, and you are looking at some downpours that are very slow moving and a lot of rain over a relatively short period of time. This line was previously severe and it has started to weaken, but look what we're seeing now to the south and out ahead of that line. New clusters of thunderstorms are developing. Cheshire, Wallingford, Meriden seeing them. This is the initial line from Granby through Enfield, and it extends back through Warren and Litchfield. So what I think will happen here moving forward is we'll see a new line likely develop out ahead of the old one, and that one may end up taking over. Either way, look at all of this rain and thunder heading this way. Again, all of us are going to get at least some rain tonight, but the severe weather threat is greatest to the south and west of Connecticut. That's where it will be more widespread. If we get a severe thunderstorm in Connecticut, it would be more isolated in nature, heavy rain, and the potential for gusty winds in the strongest storms. And again, the threat for thunderstorms from now through about 9 o'clock tonight, but showers are going to linger after that, and some of them may linger through just about daybreak. Overnight lows will be close to 70 degrees. We'll start with an early shower, mostly cloudy, but still warm tomorrow with some late sunshine. We'll talk about another round of storms and a beautiful 4th of July forecast you don't want to miss coming up.
Thanks, Rachel. Now we'll keep you updated on tonight's weather impact alert on our free Fox 61 News app, fox61.com and Fox 61 Plus.
It was an emotional day of testimony in the murder trial of Raul Valley. Valley spent hours on the stand answering questions about what happened that night at a Shelton house party. He's accused of stabbing and killing 17-year-old Jimmy McGrath. Fox
61 Alicia Hercules is live in Milford with what's next for this trial. Alicia.
Jamel and Sarah, Raul Valley got emotional on the stand as he recounted a violent attack that led up to the deadly stabbing.
Did you have the knife in your hand at that point?
No.
Where was the knife?
It was in my pocket.
Could you see any way to escape?
No.
Did you try to get up?
Yeah.
Could you get up?
No.
Why not?
There was just so many people.
On day 2 of Raul Valley's testimony, he recounted the events of a Shelton house party in 2022. Valley says after his friend Jack Snyder's car was damaged, himself, Snyder, and Tyler De Silva drove back to the house party to confront the Shelton students about the damage. Valley says he got out of the car with De Silva to have his back. He says he and De Silva were approached by at least 50 students. He says he was attacked by several people. At some point during the attack, Valley says he pulled out the pocket knife he was given earlier in the night by Snyder.
After I took the knife out of my pocket, I started waving and just stabbing in every direction, just flailing my arm around.
Valley says he was pushed toward Snyder's car but went back into the fight to help De Silva.
But I couldn't just let him be there alone. I felt like I had to save him.
Valley says he didn't realize anyone was stabbed or that James McGrath died. When cross-examined, the prosecution grilled him about a fight earlier that night in which the prosecution says Valley is seen on video hitting Ryan Hines over the head with a motorcycle helmet.
The helmet slammed down on Ryan, right? And you heard the crack of the helmet on Ryan's head?
I didn't slam the helmet down on him at all.
So you want these ladies and gentlemen to believe that you did not slam the helmet into Ryan's head when he was on the ground?
Yes.
However, Valley denied it. The prosecution also examined photos of Valley's injuries, citing that they weren't as serious as the injuries others had. When asked about stabbing McGrath, Valley maintains that he never intentionally stabbed him.
I didn't try to stab anybody.
But you stabbed him, didn't you?
Yes.
You turned around and stabbed Jimmy McGrath in his chest.
No.
So you didn't stab him?
I didn't see it happen. I didn't feel me stab. I didn't go up to him and stab him.
Both the defense and prosecution have rested their cases. They'll give their closing arguments on Thursday, and after that, the jury will deliberate. Live in Milford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. Now, breaking news at 6:04 out of Windsor. The Office of the Inspector General has released its report into a police officer's use of force during an arrest in January. Investigators found the officer was not justified. Police say Officer Brandon Thomas was at a gas station in Windsor checking on a report of a misused marker license plate on a vehicle. The man Officer Thomas was talking to ran off, and Thomas chased after him. Body camera video shows the two running into Kenny Park, where Officer Thomas threatened to use his stun gun on the man. That's when this happened.
I didn't know you do that.
The man was not hit by that gunshot. Video later shows Officer Thomas pull out his stun gun and use it to take the man into custody. In the new report, the Inspector General ruled there was no reasonable basis for Officer Thomas to use deadly force. The Inspector General's office now has a warrant for Thomas's arrest on charges of unlawful discharge of a firearm and reckless endangerment. And Windsor police released a statement following the report from the Inspector General. Police Chief Donald Mellison said in part, quote, "This was a mistake made in a high-stress, fast-evolving situation. The officer has served with the Windsor Police Department for just over 3 years and has no prior incidents involving questionable use of force. While we fully respect the role and authority of the Inspector General, we believe the facts in this case do not warrant an arrest or charges."
Now to a Fox 61 follow-up. We're learning more about emergency exit concerns at the Brass Mill Center in Waterbury. A couple people were reportedly trapped inside Apple Cinemas in the mall during one emergency. And Fox 61's Joe Monte spoke with the city's fire marshal about what inspectors actually discovered, plus how the mall's responding.
I spoke with the fire marshal Tuesday afternoon regarding Waterbury's Brass Mill Center exit situation, where multiple people were stuck inside Apple Cinemas because of emergency exits that were sealed shut. The fire marshal shared with me some of the details about what was found during their inspection. Fire Marshal Tom Fitzgerald with the Waterbury Fire Department says the mall received its latest fire inspection on Friday, June 27th. He says they've followed through with their regular inspections each year. Fitzgerald says there were no other major issues in the mall like what was found at the emergency exits in Apple Cinemas. Fitzgerald says almost every building he or someone from his office inspects has minor issues. They report those issues to property owners and managers. Generally, they're given 30 days to fix anything found to be a safety or fire hazard. In situations the fire marshal determines are an elevated danger or are life-threatening, businesses are ordered to fix these problems immediately or risk facing serious repercussions. Fitzgerald says the mall not only complied with their office, but fixed the emergency exits and the lighting issues immediately. He says the mall did not face fines or penalties because they complied and responded quickly. It's important to remember that it is illegal to block or obstruct emergency exits. We have reached out to Apple Cinemas and we're waiting to hear back, but in the meantime, you can catch the latest on this story, including statements from the Brass Mill Center and Waterbury's mayor on our website, fox61.com. At the Brass Mill Center in Waterbury, Joe Monte, Fox 61.
Thank you, Joe. Now, caught on camera, a brazen theft at a local pizza shop. Someone walked in and emptied the chip jar right off the counter. Now, the jars are a simple way for customers to show their appreciation for service, but this time it became a target. I spoke with the store owner who says he couldn't believe what he saw on the surveillance video.
That was a bad day for us.
Usually Sundays are good days at Empire Pizza and Grill. Owner Ilyas Muhammad says on weekends the store sees high customer volume and greater tip counts.
Our hard working workers, which they make very good pizzas and good food. Customer come and appreciate about that and gives them the tips. So they divide by everyone.
Last Sunday, 100% of the store's tips would go to this man who stole everything out of the jar.
As we are thinking he's a good customer, when he ordered, our manager just go in to make a pizza for him. There was nobody in front in the reception. He just took the tips and kept in the pocket.
During lunchtime, the store needs all hands on deck to help make orders in the kitchen. Muhammad believes the man took advantage of no one being at the register.
As soon as the manager came with a slice of pizza, he took something more suspicious. Then he found that there was no tips in it, and we just checked the camera. We found that he just stolen the money from the tips, which was given to the workers.
Since it was the middle of the day, the workers hadn't counted the tips yet, but Muhammad thinks the man made off with a pretty penny.
Usually in the weekends we get 80 to 90 or 120. That's a noon time, that's a peak time. We don't know how much it was.
Muhammad and his team have been in business for years at this location, and this is the first time this has ever happened.
Everyone who comes here are very good, and the whole neighborhood is very good over here. That was the first time. Maybe I'm not thinking it will happen more.
I asked Muhammad if they've considered moving the tip jar to another location. He says it'll stay right there, but they are taking other precautions.
Every time there will be a receptionist. I just inform my staff to be careful because it's a property, you know. It's not about the cash, it's a property. You have to safeguard the work property.
A Westport psychiatrist has been charged with sexual assault. Fairfield police say he assaulted one of his patients. Dr. Lazaro Pomeraniec was arrested yesterday. He's out on bond and due in court next week. Officials aren't saying when the assault happened. Officers are encouraging other possible victims to reach out.
And the East Haven Police Department wants you to be aware of an unofficial Facebook page posting false information. Police say this fake page named East Haven Middle School posted that an officer is missing. The police department says this is not true. Officials have been unsuccessful with trying to take the page down. Captain Joseph Murgo from the East Haven Police Department says, in part, quote, "The spread of misinformation undermines public trust and distracts from real issues that deserve our attention. We urge residents to be cautious and take a moment to verify the source of any information before sharing it."